Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to another Manchester United live stream. Tonight we're going to be previewing the Spurs game, of course, the big one. The one we've all been waiting for, really. There's been a huge build-up up to this week and we've all been looking forward to it. It's definitely Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's biggest test. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. Really am looking forward to it. And if you guys are looking forward to it, please do let me know in the live chat your thoughts on the game. But we're going to be doing our usual thing, lineup prediction, score prediction, and taking your questions as well. So please do get involved in the live chat. And I'm really looking forward to this one, guys. Honestly, as the first time I'm looking forward to a big game in a while. I can tell you that right now. You know, under Jose Mourinho, we knew that if we were going away from home in the big games, we were going to be pragmatic. We were going to be boring. We were going to set up defensively. If we look at what happened against Man City and Liverpool, those sort of performances we definitely knew were going to happen. And now we're actually going to go to a big team, and I'm confident that we're going to go to Spurs and really put the game to them. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that. Welcome, Red Army MUFC, Nathan. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. And yes, I'm just looking forward to it, guys. As you can see, I've got a positive mental attitude going into this game.
Just mental.
but you know what? You know what? It is Ole's biggest test, and this is really going to tell us whether he is Manchester United material. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. Right, that's Big O in the background, by the way. You might hear him throughout the stream, but if you know, obviously Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is you know, is a manager who's got off to a brilliant start. Let's not let's not just get one thing straight. He's got off to a brilliant start. 5 wins out of 5. Obviously, those teams are kind of lesser teams, which even when we had Jose Mourinho in charge, we were expected to beat them. But now against Spurs, away from home, if we can get a result away from home against Spurs, something that not even Jose Mourinho was able to do, then it'll be a massive achievement for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and it'll really show us where we are right now. Welcome, Daz, as well. Thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. He says, good evening, mate. Any calls tonight? Also, tough game for United. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do any Skype calls. Actually, there's a funny story. The laptop that I was using to do all these streams and stuff has blown up in my face completely, and I'm streaming off a different computer right now. So if there's any kind of lag or anything like that, I do apologise. But I'm streaming off a different computer right now, which means I haven't got my Skype hooked up to the machine or anything like that. So I do apologise about that, Daryl. But thanks for tuning in. And if you guys are watching, please do leave a like if you haven't already, and also subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. But I'm really looking forward to this one. But first, before we get into what we can bring to the side, bring to the game, let's look at what Spurs can do, because Spurs are a massive, massive test for us. They've lost only 1 game in their last 7 Premier League games, so that's not including all competitions. They've been fantastic. They've been absolutely rampant. You know, against Tranmere, you know, just hitting them out the park. They've been brilliant. They've been absolutely brilliant, Spurs. And, you know, especially away from home, they're going to be a really, really tough test. But you know what? We've got the players to do it. And we just need to nullify their threats. And for me, the first threat I think we need to nullify is Christian Erickson. Now, you guys might be saying, Kieran, that is probably one of the most obvious statements of the night. But Christian Erickson, for me, is Spurs' best player. Forget Harry Kane. Yes, he scores loads of goals for Spurs. But Christian Erickson is the real man that helps them to tick. He keeps the game going for them. He is their best player for me. Without Christian Erickson, they would not be able to create the type of chances and score the type of goals that we've come to see from Spurs. And I think Ericsson, as I said, is probably their best player. He just gets into those pockets, plays magical balls over the top for the likes of Kane and Ali and Son, and you just can find. You know, he can just find a needle in a haystack, and he's someone we really, really need to nullify if we are going to win this game. Obviously, the other player, Harry Kane, you know, scored against us, scored his first goal against Manchester United at Old Trafford. So I've got, you know, again, he's kind of broken that duck, and he'll be up for this one as well. Harry Kane, especially at Wembley, has been formidable against the big sides, and we just need to nullify him. And I think the combination between Ericsson and Kane can be a deadly one, especially from set pieces. Now, we know how shocking Manchester United are currently at defending set pieces, so this is what I'm worried about, really. A cross in from the box from Erickson with the brilliant delivery that Christian Erickson has in his locker onto the head of Harry Kane. It could be very, very difficult for us to defend. But you know, we have to do that, especially away from home. You have to be able to defend those set pieces. And that's what I'm worried about, especially. So, look, I am worried about that. But, you know, what can you do? We've got what we've got, and we have to defend those set pieces. If we don't, it could be a very long night for us. Welcome Matthew Jones, one of the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. And welcome Football Fan 148. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Make sure you check out United Fan Focus in the description down below. Really would appreciate it. I'm sure they would as well. Nathan says Spurs are very attacking, and so and so are we. I think it'll be an even match. Look, on paper, I think actually both of our squads are very, very even. I agree. I think actually in terms of attacking talent, you know, definitely it's very even. I think defensively, Spurs have the edge. I think their centre-backs are much better than ours. You know, Lindelof and Jones at the back isn't exactly the best partnership ever. And I think Spurs are probably more solid defensively. But I feel like we have a better midfield than Spurs. But attacking-wise, I think it's very even. So ultimately, it's going to be a very close game on paper. But of course, football is never played on paper. So we have to watch out for that. But of course, Spurs are going to cause us a lot of problems. And when you go away from home against these big sides, you have to be willing to soak up pressure and, you know, kind of ride the storm a bit. And we'll need to do that against Spurs and also ride our luck as well. I don't think we're going to get the 3 points out of this game by just being brilliant ourselves. I think we are going to have to ride our luck slightly as well if we are going to win. Matthew says, massive game. We need the 3 points so badly. Can go level on points with Arsenal. Yeah. I mean, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in, I think Arsenal were like 8 points ahead of Manchester United. And now we've got the chance tomorrow to go level on points with Arsenal. So if we did win against Spurs, it'd be huge because we would take 3 points off Spurs and Arsenal as well. And our confidence would just build. Those sort of wins away from home against the big teams just makes your confidence build and makes you feel a lot better about it. So, you know what? I'm looking forward to it, guys. Really am. And if we do lose the game, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't the end of the world. You know, I think we are expecting. If you're expecting Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to go out there and win the game, I think you're expecting a bit too much from him. Yes, you know, we are playing very, very good football, but you have to remember this is his biggest test yet, by no doubt. And you know, to go away to Spurs and win the game would be a brilliant result. Would just be unimaginable, really. So I've got to say, if we do win against Spurs, it'll be a fantastic result. It'll be a fantastic result. But of course, you know, they have got weaknesses. They've definitely got weaknesses. You know, they lost away. They lost at home to Wolves as well. So you know, it shows they can be beaten at Wembley. They can be beaten there. And as long as you play the right way, as long as you take your chances as well, you know, you can get the 3 points. So you know what, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Full Fan 148 says, can you come on my transfer show at 9:30? I'm not sure, mate. I don't think this stream will finish by that time, but once this stream finished, I can see what I can do, mate. Welcome, Rashford. Thanks for joining me. Rashford Jawara, thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. Don't worry, mate. As I said, you're never late on RedDevilWeekly. Please do hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. It's a massive, massive game, so this game definitely deserves a like. But yeah, look. Obviously, we've talked a bit about what Spurs can bring to the table. They are a class side. They really are a class act. When they're on it, I think there's no team in the Premier League that can stop them. But Manchester United, you know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer himself has had a very, very good record against Spurs. So hopefully that'll be in our favour. I mean, of course, we haven't got him playing, which is a disappointing. But ultimately, Solskjaer has been brilliant and hopefully he continues his form. Hopefully he does continue his form. Now, for me, there's some... You know, obviously, I feel like if we are going to get the win tomorrow, Spurs have to have a bit of a bad patch because the way they're playing brilliantly. Spurs have to have a bit of a bad day, similar to what they had against Wolves when Wolves turned them over 3-1 at Wembley. But also, we need to go there and play the best of our ability. You know, I think the starting three is going to be Rashford, Martial and Lingard. I hope so. I hope that is the starting three up front. I think that is going to be our starting three. But we need to be on it. First from that straight, you know, straight away from that first whistle, putting them under pressure, and also taking our chances. If we miss chances, that will really frustrate me, because ultimately against Spurs, against these bigger sides, you need to take your chances when they come, and away from home, you don't get many clear-cut chances. So we need to take them when they come, and if we do that, if we look back to the game against Arsenal, remember last season, 2-0 up within the first 10 minutes, we took our first 2 chances, and it totally, changed the dynamic of the game. So we need to do that if we have any chance of beating Spurs. Welcome, Yash. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it, as always. Please do leave a like if you haven't already as well. But yeah, leave your thoughts, guys. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about this game. What are your thoughts going into it? Who do you think is going to be the key players for both sides, not just Manchester United? And what are your score predictions as well? Let me know in the live chat as well. But look, obviously I feel like Rashford is going to be key for us. I think Rashford is someone who has been in brilliant form, not just scoring goals as of late, but also, creating goals as well. And I think Rashford is going to be key for us. He needs to be on form. He needs to be absolutely terrorising that Spurs backline. Really getting at their fullbacks. I think Danny Rose is kind of, Danny Rose is actually injured for this game. So it might be Ben Davies coming back into the side. There are definite weaknesses in that defence to expose. Yes, overall they're a very strong defensive unit, but there are weaknesses to potentially expose. So we have to we have to look at that. We have to be on our best. And I think Rashford, he's got so much energy up front. We have to also make sure to make the runs in behind. I think Rashford is much quicker than the centre backs and the defenders that Spurs have. If he's making those runs in behind, causing problems at the back for Spurs, I think we could be in for a winner. I really, really do. Yas says, no second thought. Huge game. Hope I get a belated birthday gift from them. Oh, is it your birthday, Yash? Happy birthday, mate. Really? If it is your birthday. Hopefully have a good day, of course. But yeah, hopefully we do get the win for a belated birthday present for you, mate. He goes 2-1 United. And Erickson, as we spoke about, is the crucial link. I do agree with you. I think Christian Erickson is probably Spurs' best player, as I said. He's just in there, gets in the pockets. He does his job very, very well. And he can strike a dead ball with precision. He's very, very good at that. And I'm just, I'm really, really looking forward. I mean, look, we need to nullify his threat. There's no doubt about it. We need to nullify Christian Erickson. And if we nullify him, then I think we'll have a good game, because he's kind of the link, as if you like, between the midfield and the forwards. And if we nullify him, if we stop him from playing, then I think we'll be just fine. Welcome to the Football Crew Show. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. And he says, I'm looking forward to seeing the match tomorrow. This will be Solskjaer's toughest test this weekend. I hope we get a 2-1 win. 2-1 win, but same as Yash. Again, I would love it. I would absolutely love it if we got the 2-1 win. A 3 points away from home against Spurs would be fantastic, and I think we can get it. I think there's no reason why we can't turn up there. The players, if they play to the best of their ability of what we've seen against the likes of Cardiff and Huddersfield, if they play like that, I'm sure we can get the 3 points. But it's going to be so tough. Don't expect an easy game. There is no way it's going to be an easy game for us. We have to go in there. We have to, soak up pressure when we need to, because I think that is going to be a massive part of this game, soaking up the pressure and just, being pragmatic. So, we have to do that. We have to do that. But, of course, we have to take our chances when we get them. It's a simple formula, really. If we do that, we'll win the game. Simple as that. But thanks for joining Football Crew Show. Really appreciate it, mate. Nathan says they won't have Son. I think that'll be a big miss for them if they don't have Son. I'm not sure whether he has gone to the Asia Cup. I think this is the last game before he goes away for the Asia Cup. So I think they do still have Son. So, what if it's his last game before the Asia Cup? Bet on him to do something good against Manchester United. But yeah, obviously he is definitely a threat. He's been very, very good for Spurs on that left-hand side. And he's someone we need to look out for as well. And if he's running at the running Ashley Young or whoever's at right back, then it's going to be very, very interesting test for him. Obviously Young is not exactly the fastest player in the world, so that it doesn't look good for him. Doesn't look good. But apparently Lucas Moura is injured. Yeah, I did see that Lucas Moura was a doubt, as well as Jan Vertonghen being a doubt for Spurs as well. So, look, there's some high-profile players that Spurs are missing. But I've also heard that Alexis Sanchez is missing for Manchester United as well. So, Sanchez, for me, could be a big miss because I feel like he has a bit of quality in him to come onto the pitch and you know, at least make a difference. I mean, we were speaking in the podcast on Rodney's channel. If you want to go check out Rodney's channel and the podcast, link in the description down below. But we're speaking on there saying that actually Sanchez, we probably don't really need him anymore. But if we are going to use Sanchez off the bench, I think he does have quality in him. Whether he shows it or not is a different story. But he definitely does have the quality in him to make a bit of a change. And hopefully he does. Welcome ENGR 2017. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. Let's try and get to 10 likes. That'd be absolutely fantastic. He says we shouldn't be afraid to lose the game, but we've got to give absolutely everything to regain our image of Manchester United. Well, look. Exactly. I reckon, you know, it's going to be different to what we've seen under Jose Mourinho when we go away from home to the big teams. We saw last season, and even this season, we go away to Anfield and the Etihad and Arsenal and Chelsea, and we defend and we're really pragmatic, which is all right if you do take your chances. But we didn't create enough, and that's why we didn't win those games, because we didn't create enough chances and we couldn't hold out for long enough. And this time, as you said, I feel like we are going to go out and attack. We may leave ourselves open at the back a bit, but at least we are going to be kind of showing a bit of the DNA of Manchester United of old, and I'm looking forward to it. This is why this is one of the first big games in a while that I'm actually looking forward to, because the way we're playing at the moment, the free attacking football, we're sure we're going to get entertainment, so I'm looking forward to it. Welcome RedDevilWeekly as well. He says, don't judge Phil Jones. Man United will have a free kick from the halfway line and score. Well, I doubt that. I severely doubt that, but you know what? We can all dream, can't we? We can all dream. Welcome Rasmus as well. Thanks for joining, Rasmus. Really appreciate it, mate. Yeah, says Sanchez has a good goal scoring record at Wembley. 8 goals from the last 9. Exactly. So if we did have him off the bench, it'd be a decent little option for us. He also says worried about our defence. After a long time, we'll be meeting a good time. Well, yeah, exactly. You know, I feel like our defence, you know, against a good side, against an attacking team, you know, could really be. Yeah, we could struggle. I think there's definitely something we could struggle against, especially someone like Phil Jones. I think, you know, he's someone who's the liability of the back. I think Victor Lindelof actually, Lindelof has actually done very, very well, and is someone who probably is probably one of our best defenders at the club at the moment. So I'm happy with him, but unfortunately Phil Jones, especially at Wembley, has got a habit of causing problems for United and kind of almost playing for the other side. So we have to be careful with that. Randall says we should batter Spurs 4-0 just to jump over those useless Gunners. I can't wait to see their faces. They thought they were better than us. Well, look, if we won 4-0 against Spurs away from home, that would be an absolute dream. But I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think it's going to happen. But any way we can get the 3 points would be ideal. Any way at all. You know, even if it's just a 1-0 win, Phil Jones kind of off his arse, I don't care. As long as we get the win, it would just be brilliant, wouldn't it? Welcome Jack, welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. I do use a green screen. Yes, mate, I do use a green screen. That is why I've got it's a bit kind of grainy in places, but because of the lighting, it is looking a bit better, isn't it? So which is good. But yeah, I do use a green screen. This is not me at Old Trafford. I wish it was, but it isn't. Red TV says Ole has 4 matches and wins all of them. Unai Emery has half the season and still can't find his best 11. Arsenal fans were so wrong about Emery. I think Emery's a decent manager. There's still a long time to go. I also think that potentially it could be the lack of spending which is doing them. I think actually Arsenal have got a decent side, but maybe I think it is a bit about the board. I definitely do think the board has something to do with the fact they're not performing well. Although they do have very, very good players. They obviously lost today against West Ham United, which has given us this opportunity to potentially go level on points with Arsenal if we were to win against Spurs. And this is why it's such a big game. If we do beat Spurs, we can kind of take points off Spurs whilst going level on points with Arsenal. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely brilliant. Welcome Crazy Piece of the Game, by the way. And also, by the way, guys, I do apologise if there's any sort of lags or anything like that. Please do stay with me. Of course, it's just because my laptop that I'm usually using has kind of blown up on my face, and it's kind of gone all wrong. The screen's cracked, all that sort of stuff. So I am using a different computer for this, so if there's any kind of lag at any point, I do apologise, and hopefully you guys can still watch it and still enjoy this. Ramsden says Phil Jones always scores or assists for Spurs, as far as I can remember. Exactly. Phil Jones, just every time he's at Wembley, always, it's just Calamity Jones. Calamity Jones. Welcome, Jessica. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for joining, Jessica. Of course, she's one of the guests on Rodney's podcast, and I may as well, give it as an opportunity to give it a little plug. So make sure you go and check out Rodney's channel in the description down below. Really, really good stuff. As I said, I do apologise for any lag that's going on. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, green screen background, as you can see. Green screen background. Also a bit of different lighting, so my face isn't completely black. But yeah. Rasmus says, I think the Ref Association wants Liverpool to win the league. They can't seem to stop giving controversial penalties to them. Yeah, of course, Mo Salah going down, going down once again, conceding the penalty. Look, I'm not going to go into that. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Jessica says, very scared about this game. Yeah, I know. I'm worried, but I'm also excited. This is one of the first big games against the top 6 sides I'm actually excited about, because we know we're going to go there and play exciting, expansive football, and we know we're going to be entertained at least. And I think even if we don't get the win, even if it's a draw or a loss, if we play in the right way, I think that'll definitely be progression. So I'm looking for that. But I think it's the right time to get on to my predicted 11 for this game. You guys can leave your thoughts on the predicted 11 in the live chat. And welcome, Manchester United Fans TV. Thanks for joining, guys. But I'm going to give you my predicted 11. I do apologise. Always a bit of botched together because obviously I'm using a different computer than I usually would. So I haven't been able to kind of transfer things that I usually would. So I do apologise for that. But anyway, I'm going to go with my predicted 11. So it's going to be a 4-3-3 as usual. David De Gea in goal. Right back, I'm going to go with Ashley Young. I think he is going to go with Ashley Young. Antonio Valencia, potentially, but I feel like he's going to go with Ashley Young at right back, just with that experience. Lindelof and Jones as the centre-backs. Luke Shaw at left back. The 3 in midfield, Pogba, Herrera and Matic. That is going to be the key midfield. Usually Spurs only play with 2 centre midfielders, so having 3 in there is going to hopefully overrun their midfield. And Pogba as well, playing in the kind of more advanced role, more free role that we've seen Paul Pogba play. Hopefully he can be the link between the midfield and the forwards. And Paul Pogba must have a brilliant game. He must show people that after Jose Mourinho, he can still perform very, very well, and I'm sure he will. And then the front 3, I'm hoping for Marcus Rashford up front, Martial on the left, Jesse Lingard on the right, bags and bags of pace and ability on the ball, and we need to do that against Spurs because they've got some very, very good defence, and we need to cause problems. And the only way we can cause problems, getting those quick players, making runs in behind, we need to do that. And I feel like with those 3 up front, why change a winning formula? Put Rashford, Martial and Lingard up front will cause a lot of problems for them. And that is my predicted lineup for the game. Of course, you guys can leave your thoughts on that in the live chat and the comment section down below. I really would appreciate that if you are watching, of course, as a video. And leave a like as well if you haven't already. Really appreciate that. Rashford says, we should go with a lot of confidence, triggers their players and show them that the time they trash us was Jose's era. Exactly. We need to go there. We need to prove a point. This is a massive chance for us to prove a point. Going away from home against Spurs, beating them, will prove a massive point. So hopefully we can do that. Yes, I do play Young or Dalot. I would play Ashley Young. For me, I think Dalot is a brilliant young prospect. But I think in these big games, you need to play someone who's a bit more defensively disciplined. And Dalot is a brilliant right back, don't get me wrong. But I feel like he does get caught out of position a lot. And I think against Spurs, away from home, you're going to be punished if you're caught out of position. So Ashley Young, for me, I would go with that. Red Devil Rant TV, I think Jones will have a fair game. He's been decent in the last couple of games for him. Yeah, Red Devil Rant, I would like to think that, but against the big sides, I'm not confident that Jones can pull out a performance, to be honest. I'm not confident. But let's hope so, let's hope so. Welcome, Exchange Gaming Plays. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. Please do leave a like, guys, if you haven't already. And also, if you are watching, subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. Man United aren't going to win this match. It's going to be a draw. I think a draw is definitely, you know, it could be on the cards. A draw could be on the cards. You know, two teams on very, very similar form, have very, very similar styles of play. It could be a draw. They could just cancel each other out. Hopefully, it's going to be an entertaining game nonetheless. But of course, we want United to get the 3 points. Yash says Herrera, Matic, Pogba, Lingard, Rashford and Martial, Smalling, Victor, Dalot, Shaw and God. Yeah, I mean, obviously you put Dalot in there. It's a fair choice. I think he probably offers us a lot more going forward, but I think defensively, I would like to play Ashley Young just because of his kind of defensive stability. Rashford says, "Come on, they are like away, and we are away as well." Yeah, look. We have to go into it thinking we've got every chance of winning the game. We do have every chance of winning the game. But it's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough, but I'm looking forward to it. Red Devil Rant TV says, Man United Fan TV, he might join if he's drinking. Lol. Oh, yeah. Wayne Rooney. Yeah, obviously. Wayne Rooney. Not a great time for Wayne Rooney, but you know, hopefully he does get over what's going on for him at the moment. He's not in the best of places, but hopefully he does, you know, get over that and get over his problems. But yeah, obviously caught drinking, caught short, if you like. But you know, that's it. Wayne Rooney's in the past, but he'll always be a Manchester United legend, of course.
Rooney.
But yeah, I mean. What can you say? What more can you say about this? What more can you say? Obviously, it's going to be a big game for Pochettino as well. Let's get on to that. You know, Pochettino obviously being heavily linked with the Manchester United job. So, you know what? If he does win this game, I think they'll put him in a lot more... It'll give him a lot more of a chance of getting the job. I think if he does beat Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think he might turn to Manchester United fans, because I think a lot of United fans at the moment say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the man who should get the permanent job. Now, there's a lot of Man United fans as well as this who say that Pochettino job. I wonder. But you know what? Pochettino is going to set up his team the same way. He's got the players, and I think he could send out a big statement to Manchester United. If he truly wanted the Manchester United job, he could send out a massive statement. And let's hope he doesn't. Let's hope we get the 3 points. But I'm not sure whether I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as Manchester United manager. I actually wrote a recent article about this on Red Devils Daily. If you go follow me on Twitter, it'll be on my Twitter feed if you want to read it. But you know, I'm not sure whether Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can realistically take us where we want to be. I think he's done brilliantly well so far, but he needs to put down a marker tomorrow. He has to put down a marker, and you know, the way he can do that is by playing, you know, football in the identity of Manchester United, and you know, get a good result. And if we do that, I think he will definitely put a marker down and maybe turn a few heads, including me, because for me, as of this moment right now, I'm not sure whether he should get the permanent job. But of course, you guys can leave your thoughts on that in the live chat if you want to. Welcome, Billy T. Welcome, Billy. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it, as always. Really appreciate your company. Yes, says if we add Koulibaly to this team, yeah, well, Koulibaly would be a fantastic addition to this team. Obviously, I've done a transfer video on him. If you want to go check that out, I also did one in the same one about Philippe Coutinho. So if you want to go check that out, it's up on the channel. But Koulibaly for me would be the key. He would slot in there next to Lindelof or next to Bailly, and we'd have a brilliant defence. And I think he would definitely have the Van Dijk effect. I don't think he would come. You know, in January. But I think if he came in the summer under a new manager or even under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, at least we'd have that strong base. Rasmus, I do apologise, Rasmus. Did I skip your question? I think it was just going a bit fast. He says, big trouble, why a lot of scouts... Oh, no, mate. No. I was just quoting a Jose Mourinho line. Don't worry. I don't have... I mean, I have a few Liverpool fan friends, but they don't really watch my stuff. So I'm not worried about that. I can say whatever I like about Liverpool. The dirty Scouse bastards. Anyway, there you go. I'm just proving to you. Don't worry, Rasmus. There's no one who's going to beat me up. Trust me. And they wouldn't be able to if they tried. Jessica said the problem is that I don't think there's anyone who wants a manager's job. I think there's definitely a bit of truth in that. I feel like you know, I feel like, you know, the Man United job as of late has been proven to be a poison chalice. I think it definitely has been proven to be a poison chalice. You know, Jose Mourinho, one of the best managers in Premier League history, you know, came to Manchester United and couldn't win a Premier League title. Louis van Gaal, with the managerial pedigree that he had, and when he came to United, he couldn't win a Premier League trophy. It's a bit of a poison chalice. So would Pochettino want to gamble his kind of his dynasty that he wants to build with Spurs and come to United? Maybe not. Welcome Dilly Dilly, thanks for joining, mate, really appreciate it. Please do leave a like if you aren't already, and guys, please do subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and leave your thoughts on this game, because it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one, but I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, no, trust me, I don't mind saying anything bad about Liverpool. I mean, who doesn't? If you're a Man United fan, you hate Liverpool. I mean, that's basically it. That's basically engraved. That's just engraved into your identity. But yeah, you know, obviously, you know, again, Liverpool getting penalties. The referees sleep in Klopp's bed. That's just how it goes. I think they could win the league. I'm worried they are. But if they do win the league, I think they will deserve it. But hopefully, somebody else. I mean, I don't want to say I want Man City to win the league, but I want Man City to win the league. Am I doing a watch along tomorrow, said Jessica? Probably not. I might do, but probably not. I don't think I'm going to be doing it because where my new computer's placed, I can't really see my TV that easily. So yes, you might call it laziness, but trust me. I mean, look, I might be doing it. If you guys want to see me do a watch along, please do leave a like on this stream. And the more of you that like, I might do a watch along. If you guys want to see a watch along tomorrow, get this up to 15 likes. If you want me to do a watch along tomorrow. Ravner says, I wish Spurs weren't such bottlers. I want them to win the league, but tomorrow I want to see them battered. Yeah, exactly. You know, Spurs or Man City to win the league is the ideal scenario. If that doesn't happen, then we just go high for the next 3 months. You know what? Go on summer holidays, turn off all your phones, get off Twitter, because the Liverpool fans will not be going on. Will just be going on and on and on about it for the rest of time. So honestly, if Liverpool win the league, action stations, get off Twitter, just put your head in the sand and wait till next season. Red Oran says, I got to school half of my class of Liverpool supporters. Every day they say to me, Liverpool are winning the league. I want Liverpool to bottle it like they've always done. Yeah, I hope for your sake, maybe they do, and then you can rub it in their faces. That would be brilliant. But you know what? Liverpool have not had a great time of things. You know, they, as Jessica said, they weren't great today. You know, they only just got past Brighton, and yes, sometimes, you know, those sort of kind of grinding out those wins are what you need to be a champion. But ultimately, Liverpool aren't playing the kind of expansive football and you know, scoring 4 or 5 goals a match as they used to. So hopefully that's a sign of them bottling it. But guys, I'm going to get into my score predictions. So if you are watching right now, give me your score predictions in the live chat. I want to see all of you guys put your score predictions in right now. What do you think? What is your score prediction for the game? Let me know. What is your score prediction? For me, I wish I could say I know Manchester United are going to win this game, but I'm not too sure. I think more likely it's going to be a draw. You know, going away to Spurs is never easy. But you know, we have got decent players. You know, our team versus Spurs' team. There's a lot of comparisons to be made. I don't think we're any worse than Spurs. I don't think Spurs are any better than us. But maybe the home advantage for Spurs may just tip it in their favour. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in this one. I mean, I would love. I think it's going to be a very, very entertaining game. Two teams that play very, very expansive style of play, but I don't see it, you know, being a massive onslaught of goals. For me, it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I think Marcus Rashford will get a goal for us. I think Harry Kane, unfortunately, will score against us. He loves scoring at Wembley for Tottenham. So yeah, 1-1. I think actually 1-1 wouldn't be too bad a result for us. You know, drawing away from home against our top side, I don't think that's a bad result. So if we do get a draw tomorrow, I think that won't be too bad. Especially, we'll gain a point on Arsenal. So that's good. You guys getting your score predictions in. Red Rank goes 2-1. Yash goes 2-1. Exchange Gaming Plays goes 1-1. Dilly Dilly goes 2-1 United. Billy T goes 2-1 United as well. And Jessica goes with 1-1. So a mixture of 1-1s and 2-1s. So no one predicting a loss, which is positive. I love the positivity. So that is great. So yeah, obviously, Crazy Piece of Gaming goes with 3-1 to Manchester United. And Man United Fans TV goes with 5-0. 5-0. That would be dreamland, absolute dreamland that happened. Welcome Juan Mata, thanks for joining, mate, really appreciate it. He goes with a 2-2 draw. Again, an entertaining draw. I think I would take that at this point. I would take that. Radman says, Liverpool under Benitez was scary. I remember they lost in one season only 2 times. They beat us home and away. But what matters is that we won the league. Exactly. All that matters is who's holding that trophy at the end of the season. And hopefully that'll be us. But it won't be this season, will it? Jessica says, the Ole impact is not going to be there for tomorrow. Yeah, look. I think we'll definitely see a different performance from Manchester United. I think we'll have to soak up a lot of pressure. We won't be on the front foot all the time. But I do believe that we're not just going to sit there and park the bus. I think we are going to go out there and really give Spurs a hard time of it. We are going to press them. We are going to, play some decent football. And if we do that and get a win or even a point, I think I'll be content with that. Rowan says 4-0, just to jump over the useless Gunners. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Juan Man says, I think it'll be a good game. Under Jose, we'd park the bus. Yeah, exactly. But I think it will be a good game. I think there'll definitely be a lot of entertainment. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Really am looking forward to it. With that said, I am going to end the stream here. Thank you so much to everyone who has tuned in. Really appreciate it, guys. Please do leave a like if you want me to do a watch along for tomorrow's game. Let's hit that like button. Let's try and get up to 15 likes if you do want me to do a watch along. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, share the stream. Anything that you guys can do to grow this channel will be absolutely fantastic. And thank you for all the support recently. Really do appreciate it. I'll be back for a watch along or a review of the game tomorrow night, hopefully with a positive result. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.